One of the most common questions I'm asked these days is how can I bring more mindfulness into my everyday life? And a while ago, I wrote a blog about 11 strategies to bring more mindfulness into your daily life. But today I want to share with you the three that I personally find the most powerful and most commonly used to infuse mindfulness into my whole day. So why not pick one of these and try them out for yourself this week to see how it goes for you? If you do, I think you'll find that you'll be less reactive, more centered and calm, and more able to live with your compass set to true north, doing the things that matter most to you. The first practice is to introduce mindful minutes into your day. So you can introduce this powerful mini meditation throughout your day to refresh, ground, and center you. Now, you might need a clock for this exercise. Simply set the timer for 1 minute, and during this time, your task is to focus your entire attention on your breathing and letting everything else just go for a while. You can practice with your eyes either open or closed, and if you lose touch with the breath in that time and get lost in thinking, don't worry, that's a normal part of meditation practice. Whenever the mind wanders, simply guide it back to the breath as many times as you need to. Personally, I like to do this practice 3 to 5 times a day. I often do it sitting at my desk, but sometimes I'll just go outside for a minute. If you don't want to use a timer, simply take 10 breaths. So count the breaths, breathing in and breathing out. And you can do it that way without a timer. And this practice is especially powerful if you're feeling stressed, agitated, or overwhelmed. It'll bring you back to your center when times get tough. The next practice is unit tasking. So for a couple of decades now, the catchphrase has been all about multitasking. Some people boast about their multitasking abilities on their resumes or at jobs, among friends, talking about sort of how many things they can get done in a day. But there is a myth that multitasking makes us more productive when in reality, it drains us faster. According to the research, trying to spread our attention so thin and keep up with so many things at once makes us more stressed, slows down productivity, and makes us more prone to making mistakes. The NTSB, that's the National Transport Safety Board, reports that texting while driving, for instance, that kind of multitasking, is the functional equivalent of driving with a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. Research from the University of London and also Stanford show that productivity can drop by up to 40%. And our IQ points can drop 15% when we multitask. Look, when we multitask, we're not more productive, we're just busier, both mentally and physically, and exhausting ourselves needlessly, really. So try changing your focus to unit tasking. Do just one thing at a time. Take on each task with a full awareness, just one by one. When mindfully doing a task in this way, you're less prone to rushing, mistakes, or forgetting details. And you'll find that you can be more efficient with the task and finish it without feeling worn out or tense. When you're doing, try being there fully with all of your attention for each moment of it. The other bonus is, of course, that when you unit task, you enjoy your task more. And that's a wonderful thing because, hey, life isn't a to-do list. It's meant to be enjoyed. The final powerful mindfulness practice is mindful listening. When we're listening to another person, we're often there in our body, but not fully present. Very often we're not focusing on listening to them. We're caught up in our own mind chatter or judging what they're saying, mentally agreeing or disagreeing, or thinking about what we're going to say next. The next time when you're with a loved one or a co-worker, try using that time as an exercise in mindfulness. Don't just hear the words, really listen to what they're saying. Focus all of your attention on the other person, and you'll be truly amazed at the power of mindful listening. It's an act of love and kindness. It's also very rare, and people really appreciate it when you deeply listen to them. You'll also find that when it's your turn to speak, you'll be heard fully. I hope you found these tips helpful. And if you'd like to learn more about the power of mindful living, you can take a 7-day free mindfulness course on my website, which also includes 2 free audios, meditation audios to keep for life. If you'd like to take the 7 days of mindfulness course, just go to mrsmindfulness.com and you can take the course there.